love. There we go. So this is year 20 for me here at Lowfest. I have missed a few, but not many. And I've been fortunate enough in writing Florida songs to have, over the years, 8 finish in the top 10. So I thought what we'd do is take a selection of those top 10 McLEAN and Florida songs and play those tonight. Now, without spending too much time talking about them, I just want to play them in the room as soon as the master of sound, Jeff and Andy Pockets Productions, and his crew are ready to go. These guys are amazing, by the way, over here on sound. They deserve a major round of applause and a great deal of thanks from everybody who sits up here on the stage. And everybody who sits out there and has to listen to those of us. We all up and ready to go? Okay, this is from 1998. It's called Florida Pines. This is from Margaret. Bird can fly in from the sea. You're blown 1,000 miles upon a tropical breeze. We are bound fast to this land as we stick our human roots into the shifting sand. We came in boats, came in cars, we came numbers nearly countless as the evening stars came on roads. We came on rails, we came with dreams of endless sun and brightly colored sails. Still sometimes I think we've gone too far and gotten way too fast on this journey to the future from the past. I hear the words of will and gamble still whisper from behind as I'm walking through the Florida pines. We tamed the land, we turned the ground, we drove our highways through the glades and tore the woodlands down. But we brought the world, and they brought cash. They raised a cane and cows and filled the air with trash. Now they come in cars, they come in planes, they come to stand in the lines despite the daily rains. But they buy their hats and they stay out late to enjoy this plastic vision of the sunshine state. Still sometimes I think we've gone too far and gotten way too fast on this journey to the future from the past. I hear the words will and gamble, they whisper from behind while I'm walking through the Florida pines. Some have come, some have cared, and some have helped ensure the corners of our world are spared. They come in boats, they come in cars, they come with voices in their hearts and play their old guitars. Now we feel the sun as we walk the shores and the verses of the poets who've gone before. Still sometimes I think we've gone too far and gotten way too fast on this journey to the present from the past. I hear the words of Will and Gamble as they whisper from behind while I'm walking through the Florida pines. I hear the words of Will and Gamble as they whisper from behind while I'm walking through the Florida pines. Casey, the magic roadie with the magic elixir, H2O. There it is. That finished second in 1998. Donna Green Townsend reminds me of where those were and where they finished. This was a song that that brought me to Willfest in 1997. Margaret Longhill decided she'd take a chance on two guys from Jacksonville. At that time it was me and Rob Adkins, who is now living in New York, has been there for a long time. But we heard about the contest and I had fallen in love with Florida and decided that this was something worth writing about, something worth getting involved in, and Margaret took a chance and invited us down, and we've been coming back ever since. And for us, this is coming home. This is family. You guys are homecoming to us. Never seen a miracle happen. Angels stand by me, share the rich rewards, friendship and that's good enough for me. Share the rich rewards, friendship and that's good enough for me. I've never toured the halls of Europe and I have not crossed the sea. Stood beside the St. John's River and that's good enough for me. Stood beside the St. John's River and that's good enough for me. Never been to the Washington White House and I never met Kennedy. Shadows of Osceola and that's good enough for me. Walked in the shadows of Osceola and that's good enough for me. Pensacola Bayport, the last lonely western key. I have shelter in the shade of the light open palm and that's good enough for me. City and LA's not heard my harmony, but I baptized my word with the banks of La Cruz and that's good enough for me. Baptized my word with the banks of La Cruz and that's good enough for me. Now I've been back me. Wandered the scrub, the latch county, that's good enough for me. Pensacola, Mayport, the last lonely western key. I had sheltered in the shade of light and calm, and that's good enough for me. Sheltered in the shade of light, oak and calm, and that's good enough for me. Thank you very much. So in 1999, I wrote a song about Marjorie Kinnan Rawlings. Marjorie's still in the Douglas, called The Creek. I was fortunate that my mother introduced me to the writing of Marjorie Kinnan Rawlings about 35 years ago. And the town of Cross Creek became sacred land for me, and everything that she has written became sacred to me. This one won the song contest in 1999. It's called The Creek. Sits on her porch and it's morning, tracing words that spin round in her head. Like the creek can explode without warning. Turn on a phrase that some neighbor has said. Life is the joy between birthing and dying. Crackers, black faces, and white jasmine blooms. Living is hard when we soar in the trying. In the swamp and the scrub, now there's plenty of room. Where Landusa and Orange they come closest together, where pictures are painted on words that we speak. We suffer our neighbors, our crops and weather, but living's like heaven out here at the creek. Marjorie stands where the grass flows like rivers, birds fly like angels untouched by the sun. She thinks about progress, the thought makes her shiver. How swift will her river grass need to run? Life is a joy, marshes and mangroves, gators and wildcats and white jasmine blooms. Living is hard, but we're judged in the trying. Between the cane and the trail, now I think we have time for about 2 more. So this is one that I haven't performed forever. And Bob nor Pete has ever performed. It's one that was never recorded. But you got my back. And that's a very good thing. This is an E. It's a song about St. Augustine and the experiences we had down here. And it's called St. George Street. This one was the third place song in 1998. And I got to play it on St. George Street. In a store, the first floor, just a block from the hilltop, stands a girl all alone, clutching tight to her dust mop. She wishes that she'd stayed in school. She promised her mother that she'd be no fool. Now she's seen all the faces that she ever cared to see on St. George Street. Down the street on his feet by the gates to the courtyard, a young man with quick hands works the strings of his guitar. Still has visions of being a star since he stepped off the bus and they said, here you are. He's got $4 or $5 sitting in his jar on St. George Street. Neon shirt, but it works for this Florida tourist. Knee-high socks with his sandals, he does it with flourish. You see, the tour doesn't leave until 3, but there's still velvet paintings that he'd like to see. Now he knows that the music's the only thing that comes for free on St. George Street. Near the shore, plan of 4 climbs the limestone Castillo. Spanish cap, treasure map, pirates chase them to Rio. 8 years old, but he's well on his way to sailing a galleon straight out of the bay. And in 25 years, he'll still recall this day on St. George Street. In a store, the first floor, we got one more, and I'm going to ask Keith Price, my co-writer on this one, to come up and join us. And we'll get him plugged in, get him a microphone. This is not quite 2 p.m., it's 3 p.k.v. 3 CPO. This is in B. This was this year's 2nd place song in the song contest. The People's key of B. It could have been worse. Could have been E flat. Good? This is one of those environmental songs. Some of you probably heard this around noon this morning with Pete and me. And so this is the first time we've play this with this many people. So it's going to be interesting to see how this goes. But thanks very much for being here. This is just an amazing festival. God bless Margaret Longhill, wherever you are, Margaret. We're about to, except I got to get that first. And the cars on your foundation, and the sculpted walls that became the natural system to hold the water as it falls. And the one they call the Floridan, the other called Biscayne. I am the sand, I am the limestone, it holds my precious rain. And then you came with cranes and shovels to carve your great canals. You pushed your culture southward on those concrete roads and rails. Then you changed the course of nature with no thought of consequence. Will you drain me dry for money till the day there's nothing left? Here in my land of springs and flowers, when nature struggles to remain, and know your roads and homes are flooding, I never will complain. I will never complain about the Florida rain. I am swamps, I am the wetlands you gather in the flow. When the rainfall comes down heavy, has no other place to go. I am the glades of Akahatchee, I got the water safely round to the rivers, lakes, and mighty springs, which rivals safe and sound. Here in my land of springs and flowers, when nature struggles to remain, and know your roads and homes are flooding, I never will complain. I will never complain about the Florida rain. From my waters got his birth. Can't you see just what it's worth? I am the juice inside your citrus, I am your landscapes and your pools, and I'm imprisoned in your plastics by the looting corporate fools. You may sit and shrug your shoulders, say it's just another song, but someday you'll wish you paid attention, because you'll miss me when I'm gone.